Hi, my name is Mobius. I'm a competitive PUBG player and streamer who reached rank 1 in solos twice in Early Access Season 2. You may have seen my guide on Reddit with general tips on how to win more games. If you like what you see here, please follow me on Twitch where you can watch me do this live. See the description below for a link. This video series is designed to teach newer players some of the core concepts for winning games in PUBG. These are the rules that I play by that helped me win over 50 solo games and climb to rank 1 on the ladder. This video is about playing to win in the top 10. In my opinion, the top 10 is where PUBG actually begins and the game becomes substantially more tactical. Many players on Reddit have asked me what to do when they get to the top 10. Many are confused about what makes a good position, when to engage other players, and when to move. This video will cover these 3 questions. 1. What makes a good position? 2. When do I move? And 3. When do I engage other players? Let's start with positioning. Positioning is the most important concept to understand in PUBG. Raw aim and mechanical skill will only bail you out of so many situations. Positioning is how you avoid getting shot from multiple angles or getting camped into a house. So, what makes a good position? There are 3 main criteria. 1. Am I able to engage other players from my position or gain information? 2. Do I have multiple exit points from my position? And 3. How much cover does my position provide? Let's look at an example of extremely good position that hits all of these elements. In this clip, I've moved to the cliffside near the edge of the circle. Although this position is not central, it provides such good cover, exit points, and ability to engage other players that it single-handedly won the game for me. The cliff edge in this position not only provides me with cover from the west, but since it's a cliff, I'm safe on my south side as well since there's nothing but water. To the north and the east, I have substantial rock cover that I can use to protect myself if someone spots me. This position gives me about as close to 360 degrees of hard cover as possible. In military terms, this is known as having good defilade. In terms of exit points, there's nothing preventing me from moving to the trees towards the north, moving to new rock cover, or any other position. And as you can see, I'm able to engage multiple players at different angles from this position. The advantages to this position allow me to win the game. Now, many players make the mistake of thinking that houses and buildings are the best positions. While it's true that buildings provide extremely good hard cover, they can often be restrictive in terms of your ability to engage players. And more importantly, buildings greatly restrict your number of exit points. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the second floor of a house only to get camped in by someone watching the staircase or waiting outside of the building. For me, the deciding factor in whether or not to take up a building is how close it is to the center of the circle. It's still a gamble, but if the building is close to the center, it's less likely that I'll have to move and I can plan my exit more carefully. It's extremely dangerous to take a position if it's at the edge of the circle. I've gotten many kills camping people into houses on the edge of the circle, waiting for the circle to close, and killing them when they exit. When it comes to the last few circles of the game, you want to stay close to the edge of the circle. This is so that you don't get pinched or caught in a crossfire situation. This is especially true in the final 3. In the final 3, information is king. If you are at the center of the circle, you are more likely to be forced into an engagement with one of the other 2 players. The noise from that engagement will then inform the other player where you are, and you are now at a severe disadvantage. Staying as close to the edge of the circle as possible will reduce your chances of being forced into engaging first in the top 3. Take a look at this next clip. I moved to a good position near the edge of the circle, got a kill on the 4th to last player. Then I was able to determine the general location of the last 2 players because they engage each other closer to the center of the circle. Okay, well now I know where that guy is. It's right over that. He's over that defilade. Shit. It's a car 98. That's gonna miss. Woo! Let's go! We'll cover more on engagements later though. Now, let's talk about when to move. Many players have asked me, when do I move when the circle shifts? Do I go early or do I go late? In the top 10, it is generally ideal to move as late as possible. The reason is simple. The earlier you move into the circle, the more players are likely alive and able to intercept you. You're also more likely to get sandwiched, as you have to deal with players moving behind and in front of you. If you move late, you usually only need to worry about what's in front of you. Now, this isn't always possible. What happens when the circle shifts hard in the opposite direction? In this case, you need to take the gamble and move earlier. The reason being that you might not have the meds to get into the circle if you take blue damage, and if you get caught in an engagement, your odds of surviving go way down the further away you are. In my experience, it's better to move early when the circle shifts hard away from you. Looking at another clip from the same game, here is an example of where moving early when the circle shifts hard in the other direction works out. Even though I'm at risk of being engaged from both my 12 and 6 o'clock, I'm able to pin down the players on the beach long enough to move to a better position closer to the circle. Had I waited longer, I would have probably been stuck fighting the beach players and unable to get into the circle in time. Finally, let's talk about the issue of engagements. Most players think that PUBG is about fighting everyone you see. In the top 10, this is what gets most players killed and prevents them from winning. In PUBG, the only kill that matters is the last one. This is the golden rule of all Battle Royale games, and it holds true in PUBG. What does this mean? It means you should only take fights if either A, you're forced to by someone else, or B, you are certain you will win the fight and you can move to a new, safe location afterward. In either case, you should always move to a new location after an engagement in the top 10, even if it means giving up a really good position. The reason is simple. Gunshots attract attention, and when you shoot, almost everyone in the top 10 now knows roughly where you are. What all of this means is, generally speaking, you want to avoid conflict until it becomes necessary. It is always preferable to let other players fight each other so you can clean up the mess. This is known as third partying, or when you allow 2 players to engage each other and then kill the survivor. Third partying is the key to winning in the top 3. In order to do this, you need to have a good position near the edge of the circle so as to reduce the chances of being pinched between the other 2 players. In this sense, you can see how being patient and choosing the right time to engage, combined with good positioning near the edge of the circle, can help you win in the top 3. Here's another example of what happens in the top 3 when the other 2 players engage each other. I'm able to immediately determine where the last player is and secure the win. I'm just hitting boosters. Gotta get my health back up as fast as possible. Okay, I know exactly where this guy is. Got him. To conclude, what did we learn about winning in the top 10? 1. Good positioning has 3 main criteria. Am I able to engage other players from my position or gain information? Do I have multiple exit points from my position? And 3. How much cover does my position provide? 2. Generally speaking, you want to move as late as possible into the circle. If the circle shifts hard in the other direction, you should take the gamble and move earlier. And 3. When it comes to engagements, the only kill that matters is the last one. Third partying is the most effective way to get kills in the top 10, and you should always move to a new position after an engagement. This advice doesn't cover everything, but I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comments what you think and if this advice helped you win some more games. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch where you can watch me implement these tactics live. See the description below for links to my Twitch and social media. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos in my PUBG Tactics series.
Bottom of the settings page. All right. Oh!